Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am wonderful. Ababo Wa Farm Talk. Today we are in Sunani to interview Mr. Nima. Mr. Nima, good day.
Good day.
Okay, can you introduce yourself? Already, I know that you introduce yourself with the first video, but this one is a different.
Okay. So my name is Emmanuel Usuamankwa. I'm a professional teacher and also a farmer.
Okay. So right now, what are you planting?
So this is our cassava farm. It's a 2.5 acre farm.
Okay.
As I said in the previous video, we started the farm in October, the first week of October.
Okay. Okay. So starting a farming cassava, what did you take in to starting?
Okay. So the first thing we had to do was to try and then get a land. And getting a farmland here in Fiapre is a bit tedious. So we had to communicate with a lot of people and then get the farmland. So when we got the farmland, we had to clear the land first. The place was a bit bushy. So we cleared the land, applied weedicides, and then procured the cassava sticks. That is one of the most difficult things about starting a cassava farm. Procuring the cassava sticks is quite difficult. So we had to get some from the farm opposite ours and then go to one location over here called Control. Over there, we have large-scale cassava farms over there. So that is where we went to procure some of the sticks.
Okay. So the cassava, do you have types of cassava?
Well, over here, the one that usually goes is called the Abenwaha. In fact, there are a lot of varieties of cassava. CSIR has a lot of varieties. But then over here, what goes is called the Abenwaha. Technically, a lot of varieties are called Abenwaha, but
Wow.
Abenwaha is Abenwaha.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So this was the first farming.
This is our first cassava farm.
Okay, you know every harvest some.
No, we haven't started harvesting.
Okay.
Hopefully this year in October, November, that is where we are going to do our first harvesting.
Okay, so cassava, how long do you take before you harvest it?
There are several varieties. With some varieties, you can easily do 6 months. Okay. Others you do 8, others you do 1 year, others you do 1.5. But then we went in for the 1 year variety. With the 6 months variety, usually it's the tubers are quite small. Yes, so we opted for the 1 year variety.
Okay. Okay, so how much capital do you start with?
So this is a 2.5 acre farm. With a 2.5 acre farm, taking a lot of things into consideration, you roughly need 6 to 7,000. 6 to 7,000 to start the farm. But then, as I said, usually I work with people that I know. So the total cost that someone may incur is quite different from what I may incur. But then just budget 10,000. 10,000 okay. For the whole farm.
With the whole farm, with the starting to harvest.
Starting to harvest, budget 10,000. It will easily do.
For 2 acres.
For 2.5 acres.
2.5 acres.
Yes.
Okay. So in the end, how much you get from inside?
Well, as I said, this is my first time. You can expect, as I said during the previous video, I usually don't like to quote big figures. But then expect between 30 to 50,000.
30 to 50,000.
Yes.
Wow. That is more than 100%.
In fact, with cassava, you can easily do 300, 400% at the end of the year.
300, wow.
Yes. The thing with most of the crops that we grow, soya bean will easily do 200, 300%. Okra will easily do 400, 500%.
Wow.
Yes. And then cassava, 200, 300, 400%. And maize will usually, assuming you are adding a lot of fertilizer, going up by the three bags per acre, maize will easily do 100 to 150% in the space of 3 months.
Okay. So in the starting, after getting the land, you get the stick.
Yes, the sticks.
So what next?
You also need labor. Okay. So in our first year, I've actually gotten a lot of lessons. Labor is very, very, very essential. If you don't have labor, and if your labor isn't trustworthy, sometimes it's quite difficult. So as I said, I started the farm with the guys that you met at the okra farm, on the okra farm. So what we did was, we started the farm with a whole new different gang, who planted, but then we had one or two issues, so we had to stick with those that we know, and
Okay.
fortunately enough, they've been very good to us.
Okay. So do you have cassava? You can plant it anyhow, or you have steps to plant it?
Yes. Over here, the term they use usually is um, tugumu. So when they say tugumu, what they mean is, you can plant it haphazardly, anyhow, without any formula. But over here, we stuck to planting in lines. That
Okay.
was what we did. Usually, what we wanted to do was that with the 2.5 acres, we targeted 12,500 sticks.
Okay.
Yes. So when you target 12,500 sticks, assuming that all the sticks survive, and then you harvest, um, let's assume that one stick will give you 4 to 5 Ghana cedis. So you do the math.
Wow. So when you buy the second, I thought you divide it
Yes, you
yourself.
divide it. You divide it. So with one stick, usually someone will tell you that the cassava sticks comes with nodes. So the nodes are where the new shoots will come out of. Yes.
Okay. So
So with the sticks during the rainy season, you can easily do 3 to 4 nodes. The cassava will still germinate. But then in the dry season, you have to cut it like a bit long.
no.
Usually 30 to 40 centimeters is okay. It will easily survive. That is assuming the rain fails and
Okay.
then it doesn't fall early. The stick will easily survive.
So you can plant your cassava in dry season, rainy season.
Yes. You see, as I said, we went in for the 1 year variety. I like to describe myself as a strategic farmer. I don't do, I don't consult and then ask farmers to do anything anyhow. So it's the same when it comes to me. I don't do anything. I don't do the farming anyhow. We went in for the 1 year variety. Usually in November, December, January, February, cassava is very expensive. So we decided to cultivate our cassava in October, November. So in 1 year time, it means that in November 2024 of this year, we will start harvesting. Around that time, cassava will be quite expensive.
So you are going to start cassava. Do you have buyers already?
Yes, fortunately enough, I have family members who are only into the purchasing of cassava. So, as I said, I like to describe myself as a strategic farmer. I see opportunity in a lot of things and then I go into it.
So if somebody want to start and don't have buyers, what's the advice you give the person?
Uh, we are in 2024 with most of the commodities you get buyers for the commodities. Go in for the tubers, cassava. Cassava will easily do well. Yam, you get buyers. The thing with the yam is that one too, you have to be very strategic. There are times that the yam will be very abundant on the market. In those instances, you have to cultivate your yam in such a way that it won't meet the glut season. It will rather come at a time where the yam is quite expensive.
The great thing is what
The glut season is usually where there's a lot of yam on the market.
yes.
So during that time, a tuber of yam at the farmer's end or at the farm gate will usually go for 4, 5, 6. Sometimes it's even 6 Ghana cedis, 4 Ghana cedis. So at that time, the farmers will easily lose. But if the farmers also don't do it at that season, most of us will also not get food.
Wow. So what price of the current price of the cassava is how much in the bag?
The bag, I don't have any idea about the current price. But then all I can say is quite expensive.
Wow.
It's quite expensive now. If there's time, I will take you to where they usually sell it. and you
Okay.
communicate with my folks over there.
Okay.
So they will quote the price. It's very, very expensive now.
So you have a teaching. You are doing teaching as full time with your family.
Yes.
So if somebody is doing different work and want to better into
Farming.
farming, what advice will you give the person?
Well, I would say that the person should give it a go. Usually with farming, especially with this particular commodity, the cassava, it's at the early stages that it demands a lot of attention. Once you are done, when the first weeds comes up and then you clear it, the second you are done. You are done until harvesting. So the only thing that we are going to do now, when they are done with working in the okra farm, is to create a fire boundary. Usually, this place always burns every season. So we will create a fire boundary over here to that end and then to that end. There's a cassava farm over here, and there are workers working in there. They are creating some of the fire boundaries over there just to protect the farm. So I think that is the only time that it will demand attention. So if you're a government worker, I would advise that you either start a plantain farm, a cassava farm, and usually in the minor season, you do okra. Okra is quite hardy, so you do the okra. If you need consultation, we are here. The name of our company is called Gold Coast Acreage. As I said, we have soil scientists, we have full-time agronomists. You give us a call, you come and then assist you. We will tell you what to do and what not to do. In fact, if you want us to come in and then plant your entire cassava farm, we have a gang who will work on that. We will come, we will give you the estimates and everything. Fortunately enough to we also employ the use of other technologies too. So when you came, you realized that we were watering the okra farm.
Okay.
We were not just watering everywhere. We use EOS crop monitoring. So satellite imaging will let you know that this is where you are supposed to focus. This is what you are supposed to do. We employ all those technologies. So if you're a government worker, I would entreat you to start a farm in this coming major season. That is in March. From March 15th, you can easily start.
Okay. So can you give your telephone number so if anything they can contact you?
Yes. My telephone number is 050 779 2114. 050 779 2114. And then if you want to use the MTN is 054 388 7273. 054 388 7273. You call us, we will come, you analyze your soil, we will do everything for you. If you want us to plant the whole field, even if it's 20, 30 acres, we will easily do that for you at a very affordable rate too.
Okay. So do you manage farm?
Yes, I manage a farm. In fact, I manage farms. The chief pharmacist of Bono region, Mr. Stephen Cry, is one of my clients.
Wow.
So when there's time, I will take you to the farm. It's a rabbit farm. And then there's a 10-acre cashew farm that I also manage. And then
Wow.
we have a 7.5 acre crop farm too that we also manage.
Mm.
So when there's time, I will take you to all those
So
farms
the
for us.
farming, mind of the farm, do you train people?
Yes, I train people. In fact, because I'm a professional teacher, I get little time. So what I do is that I get you farm managers to work on the farm. I train the farm managers, or you can bring your own farm manager, and then we train the farm manager. If there's any issue on the farm, you let us know. We will quickly come and make sure that we solve the problem for you.
Okay. So how long do it take to train some farm manager?
Usually, with animal farming, it takes a very long time.
Okay.
The farm manager will learn along the way. Very good. So with the rabbit farm, for instance, we will usually take about six months to 1 year to fully train you, because it's not a full-time training. And the thing is that usually someone will sit you down and then talk to you for 1 week and then tell you that they have really trained you. But then when you go to the farm, you realize that a lot of things are coming up that you are not really familiar with. So what we like to do is that our training is more hands-on. Um, we sit down with you, we work with you on the farm. If there's an issue, we let you know quickly, we solve it together. So you learn along the way. So by 6 months' time, as soon as you see that there's an issue, you know that this is how to solve it. You don't have to call me because around that time, you are already learned in the field.
So the person will come here or will communicate on the phone.
No. Usually, with the farms that we manage, we like to come to the farm. Very
I'm
good.
talking about the
With
training.
the training, usually, if it's the crop farming, you have to come to us. Very good. You come to us. You first of all, you communicate. You let us know what you need. Very good. Sometimes there are instances where the person will tell us that I've grown cassava, but then on the field, this part is not doing well. This part is doing well. That means that it's the soil scientists who will be coming to the field. The soil scientists, along with the agronomists, they will come. They will let you know that this and this and this are the things that you are doing wrong, or we feel that you should do this, and then things will go well. As soon as we are done with that, you are good to go.
Okay. Okay. So thank you very much for the information.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we'll give you more updates on farming. If you want to start crop farming, animal farming, please follow our page on Facebook, all the social handles, Wild Farm Talk on YouTube, all the channels. Thank you. Bye.